So let me tell you a story about the way it is, about composing. And supposing that you're noting what you know in the lines and spaces and in unfamiliar places that conform to a form you perform, like a rhyme over time. Rhyming, timing, rhyming, timing, gotta keep up the timing, gotta keep up the sound, gotta keep up the impression that you're getting around, making the scene being part of the herd, while you're listening to persistent pounding that's resounding and surrounding you from the ground to the top of the mountain, where you hear in your mind's ear sound rebounding, bounding, bounding, bounding into silence. But there is no silence. There's only the groans and the moans of the tones and the rattle of the bones of the rhythms you shape and the tunes that you make and the risks that you take for the sake of expression, like a public confession. I compose what I am. I compose what I'm not. I compose when I'm cold, and I compose when I'm hot. But the music takes off in its own direction. Like a grown kid, it rejects your protection. And just like a kid, it's breaking away from the form that you stuck it in yesterday. All hail to the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, sol, la, ti, do, re, sol, mi, do, mi, sol, mi, do, mi, major, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major, minor, 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 minimalism, Counterpoint, counterpoint, counterpoint. Bebop is vocal, vocal is bebop. Bebop is vocal, vocal is bebop. Bebop, bebop is pre-rap, pre-rap, rap, rap, rapture, rapture, raptor, velociraptor, rap, attack, 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 attack. Fashion fists and smashing sticks, smashing myths and mythic riffs, like social conscience, Christian charity, social evolution, economic parity. Well, it's all a parody, it's all a joke. Just swallow your pride, roll over and choke. Is God dead, the philosopher said? Those three words fill the world with dread. Did he turn his back, let out the slack, lay us on the rack? Or do we sit and wait for evolution, while all around us is dissolution? Dissolution. Dissolution, that solution, this, and that, no. Don't diss me and don't diss that. Disillusionment is what's evident. There's no progress, there's only redressing old wounds, same old tunes. History repeats in new disguises. Nobody wins, there are no prizes. Evolution is no solution. Don't fall for the trap. The real answer is revolution. But they've taken it off the map. Lady and gent, let me present the present evolving before your eyes. Like MTV, there's no surprise. Get used to shooting, get used to looting, get used to being used, being bruised, seeing bruises falling grand in the palm of your hand. It's all just part of the greater plan to bring salvation to woman and man. Pay now and play later. We are grist for the mill of the Lord. He will grind us and blow us away. Well, it's all just part of the grand design. Pull down the blind and open your mind. And now, my friend, just get a grip and let me take you on a techno trip. Through samples of soundings and bytes and bits, cybernet, cyberpunk, you can get your kicks. Go online with our friendly machine. Grab your mouse, find a spouse, build the house of your dreams. You can imagine yourself in the tropics if you open your eyes to fiber optics. Virtual reality. Computer sexuality. virtual reality? Just more TV to take you shopping, dull your pain, shoguns popping, plug up your brain. You've been bought by the image makers, shape makers, waste makers, corporate takers, taking from you and taking from me our shape, our form, our identity. Identity, step forward, tell me, get a new identity. It's not who you are, it's what you wear. It's not who you are, it's what you wear. You fit or you don't in narrow margins, and you say it's a bargain, better than nothing. Time to stop bluffing, your sails are luffing, you're stalling, you're brawling, but the fight is fixed and you've been tricked. You perform all day in the eyes of the other. You're on stage and judge, called a hero or a mother. Your life is a talk show, putting on, putting out, all dressed up with nowhere to go, because it's just a game for TV fame. To entertain is its only aim. Ignore the outside, check out the inside. Ignore the outside, ignore the downside. Ignore the knife, ignore the life. Ignore the loss, ignore the cost. Ignore the cost. Composure. Regain your composure. Regain your composure. Talk on the outside, feel on the inside. Say where you are and say where you're going. Say what you're writing and say what you're playing. Say what you're seeing and see what you're saying. Video. 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 Video, fides. I see, you see the bottom of the well. A vision of a hell on earth we see arising, surrounding us on TV, enclosing us in images of what we really could become someday. The killers and the killed, the willful and the skillful at not getting caught. Forgetting thought that was creative, and forgetting all our visions and rejecting the decisions of a past and playful time, with life less on the line, of making sound in silence with the freedom of the spirit that was so loud you could hear it. But now, if you attempt to break up the cement, you'll find yourself all spent in pounding pavement. Better yet, to find creations of the mind, and sensations and pulsations in the ear and the air. So compose, propose what goes from the page to the stage. Break it up, shake it up, find a beat in the street. Don't just sit and need assistance. Come join up with the resistance. Come sing along with the scat song, this rap song, pop song, rap, scat and song attack, bop, scat and rap attack, scatter rapper, rap attacker, tanker patter, potter cutter, counterpoint, 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 point, 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 point.
The breaking of pottery is considered a compliment. At least I'm hoping. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Please drink up, enjoy Katerina's wonderful food. Not on that plate, though. And remember that this is a CD release party, and tonight only, Misurell-Mitchell's debut CD, Uncommon Time, is available for $10. From Sparrow or Joni up by the bar here, so please don't leave without taking one. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes.